Now, Spain says it will join South Africa's genocide case before the International Court of Justice against Israel's actions in Gaza. It was announced by the Spanish Foreign Minister, Manuel Albares, on Thursday. Now, Spain will be the second European country after Ireland to join the case, which has also been joined by Chile and Mexico. Let's get more on this with Sonia Gallego. She's in London with more. Sonia, how significant is this?
Well, it's a pretty significant move, certainly, from the fact that Spain is another European country to do this as well. And it's a move that the Spanish Foreign Minister, Manuel Albares, has said that they had been considering for weeks already, and that they were doing it, in his words, to support the commitment to international law and support the court in its work and strengthen the United Nations in supporting the role of the court as the maximal legal entity in the system as well. Now, of course, this comes against a background of sharpening tensions between Israel and Spain, of course, since Spain recognized Palestinian statehood along with Norway, Ireland, and since then Slovenia as well. After that decision was taken by Madrid to recognize Palestine as a state, the Israeli foreign minister then promptly wrote to Madrid saying that they needed to stop, ordered a halt to any consular activities to West Bank Palestinians, and that Spain would be forbidden from doing so as of the beginning of this month as well. Now, Spain has rejected that and has asked Israel to reverse that situation. But all in all, it is really a sign that Israel is feeling that pressure, certainly from countries like Spain, which has been very vocal about its military offensive in Gaza, has called several times for that offensive to halt, as has been requested by the ICJ as well. And yet another country that is recognizing that the offensive there has to come about by some kind of halt with the force of international jurisdictions.
OK, Sonia Gallego there in London for us. Let's speak to Luciano Zaccara, is Associate Professor of Gulf Politics at Qatar University. He is here in the studio again. Luciano, what do you make of this move by Spain? Sonia there saying another sign of the pressure against Israel from the international community. But so far, it doesn't appear that Israel is bothered by this. Do you think this is going to make any difference?
I mean, at the end of the day, we keep seeing that Israel keep attacking, and they are not stopping their actions. But isolating Israel, the way that Spain is increasing the pressure and convincing joining other European states also to pressure more Israel has an impact. The fact that Israel reacted in a very harsh way against Spain, cancelling the activities of the consulate in Jerusalem, attacking or creating a very big campaign against Spain, Norway and Ireland because of the reingression, shows that it has an impact with the government in Israel and with the population that sees that other countries, European countries that they usually are friends with Israel, are taking another stance towards the conflict. And we have to remember that it's not the only country that joined this case. Before, also Ireland, Chile, Mexico, Nicaragua, Colombia, many Latin American countries, they also joined the ICJ case. Egypt, Turkey announced that they would do it. We don't know if they did or not. Belgium as well. So more countries from Latin America, from Africa, but also from Europe are joining this case, showing that despite the fact that there are differences between some European countries and the US regarding the war in Gaza, there are more increasing awareness about what is going on in Gaza should stop, and that Israel has the key to change what is going on until now.
Remind us where we are with this South African case at the ICJ, because we have heard from the ICJ putting pressure on the Israelis, telling them to stop their offensive in Rafah. Is that where the situation is at the moment?
Well, as it usually happens with these kind of things, Israel is having another interpretation of what the ICJ said. They said that they didn't ask to stop what they were doing. They only asked them to be more careful about what they are doing, but continuing with what they were doing, in order to achieve their objectives. What we see is actually on the ground, they are not being careful at all. There is no way the Israelis can say that they are restraining themselves from affecting civilians every time they want to target one member of Hamas. So even if this interpretation of the ICC rule is not the same from Israel or from other cases, Israel is not abiding with that anyway.
No, indeed. We were listening to our correspondent who is reporting from Amman at the moment, Imran Khan, about what the Israeli army have been saying about the attack on the camp in Nuseirat. And this is what we always hear from the Israelis. You know, we're attacking Hamas,
exactly.
and we're trying to avoid collateral damage. But unfortunately, that always seems to be the case.
Yes, I mean, if the way they understand that the ratio of innocent killed every Hamas soldier is acceptable for them, 1 and 22, what we can do. I mean, as far as there is no very clear rule from the ICG saying that this is not acceptable at all, it's not possible to say that collateral damages are things that happen in the war, as Netanyahu said at some point. What else we can do? And it's true that to some extent the rule was a little bit ambiguous and it gave room for interpretation from the US and from Israel, saying that it's not what they actually other people interpret. But in any case, as I repeat, I mean, Israel is not refraining themselves from reducing the amount of collateral damage that they are producing. We see that it's increasing.
Okay, good to speak to you, Luciano Zaccara, Associate Professor of Gulf Politics at Qatar University.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.